Before you can study at Uni Hamburg, you need to complete the online application in STiNE. This video walks you through every step from creating your account to submitting your application, so follow along carefully because small mistakes can delay your enrollment. First, make sure you're applying during the correct period. You can find both registration periods on the slide. Then also, you should have received a nomination from your home university before you can start the application process. This is very important. How to create an account, you will have to need to go to the website mentioned on the slide, and after click on Bewerberaccount anlegen, which translates to create application account. Step 2, fill in your personal information. All fields marked with a star are mandatory. Enter your name exactly as it appears on your passport and use an email address you check regularly because your login credentials will be sent there. After, click Konto anlegen to create your account. Step 3 is checking your email for your username and password. This can take a few minutes, so also check your spam folder and have a bit of patience. Once you have your credentials, go to the website mentioned on the slide and log in. After the first time you log in, you'll be asked to change your password and create a security question. So enter the password from the email and then choose a new secure password. After this, you are supposed to pick a security question, which you also need an answer to, of course. And you'll need this if you ever forget your password, so be sure to write it down. And after you did this, click Abschicken, which translates to submit. Probably also important to know is that Sicherheitsfrage means security question and Sicherheitsantwort is the answer to the security question. The next step is entering your nationality, which translates to Staatsangehörigkeit, and the country where you've got your high school diploma, which translates to Hochschulzugangsberechtigung. After this, click on Speichern to save what you just typed in. And then the next step is, on the same page, click Im Studienangebot suchen, which translates to search and study programs. This step is very important. Please be sure to fill in these fields correctly. You can also find the text of what you will need to type in on the slide, so you can hang along there and follow along with my voice. So if you have applied for a student exchange program with the Faculty of Geography, these are the things you would need to type in this stage of the application. So under Fach, enter Geografie, which translates to geography. Under Abschlussart, which means degree type, select Gastprogramme für internationale Studierende in Klammern Erasmus. This is the exchange student option, and you would need to select this. Enter your Fachsemester, which means your current semester number, and which semester you want to study in Hamburg. Then click Suchen, which translates to search. Now check that the result shows Geografie under Fach and Gastprogramme für internationale Studierende in Klammern Erasmus under Abschlussart. If everything is correct, click Bewerben, meaning apply. Now you're in the application portal. You should find the exact picture that you should see on your screen on the lower half of the slide. You can see your application number, which means Bewerbungsnummer, under Bewerbungsstand. Please make sure to save this number because you'll need it if you have questions or technical problems, which will probably come up once or twice. Now click on Einleitung, meaning introduction, read it carefully, and then click Bestätigung und weiter, which means confirm and continue. Now another important step, so please listen carefully. It is about your contact information. Here's an important and also very useful tip. Under Korrespondenzadresse, which means correspondence address, please don't enter your home address abroad and use the address of the international office coordinator of our geography institute instead. This would be the address of Sonja Kanemaki, which you probably already know by email, and the address is listed on the slide you can find above. This way, important documents don't get lost in international mail. So click Weiter after you've typed everything in. Now enter details about your stay at Uni Hamburg. Under Betreuer, which means supervisor, enter the coordinator for exchange students, Sonja Kanemaki, and click Weiter. The next step is confirming your study details one more time. Please make sure to enter geography and select this under Fach. Enter your semester number and then click Weiter. Now comes a step where you enter information about your Hochschulzugangsberechtigung, which is your high school diploma or equivalent to what qualifies you for university in Germany. After you finish this, click Weiter. Now you would have to read the final declaration, which is the abschließende Erklärung, and check the box to confirm. After, click Speichern und zur Bewerbungsübersicht, which means save and go to the application overview. Here, you will now have to click Vollständigkeit überprüfen, which means check completeness. If anything is missing, the system will tell you what to fix. Now you will have to review all your data one more time. Please do this carefully and check if everything is correct. Then you can abschicken, submit. But of course, you're not done yet. After submitting online, you will have to print out your application and sign it by hand and send it to the international office, or download it as a PDF and then sign it online and then send it to us via email, which is also perfectly fine. If you're from the EU, attach a copy of your European health insurance card, the EHIC. And if you're from outside the EU, you'll need to get German health insurance after you've arrived in Germany. How you can apply for German health insurance will be explained in another separate video that you can look at if needed. You can see what is going to happen in the coming weeks. Important is that after your enrollment, your application account is deactivated. So you will receive a new login, which is your B-Kennung, with your enrollment documents. Your B-Kennung can look like this, BAX1234. It always starts with a B and is followed by 2 letters and 4 numbers, but it always looks different for each person. This is your permanent university ID, which you will have to use for STiNE, your Wi-Fi, email, and everything else. So always have it ready to use. This is everything you need to know for your application for STiNE, and there will be a few other videos that you can look at on other topics, for example, how to log into the Wi-Fi, or how to find an apartment, or how to get a German insurance. So feel free to also check those out, and if you have any more questions or something doesn't work, just write us an email or come to our office. We are always happy to see you in person.